All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Houston Texans. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And a cut to the right in some open field. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Now a handoff looking right, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Play action, now Taylor. And now he'll tuck it and run. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will make it 10-0. here in the first. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop the jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. Throwing on third down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a big play there for the Broncos. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Taylor on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Taylor. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
And sure, you hate the end result being a sack, but my question is, why are you going play action on 3rd and long anyway? No defense is going to respect the run in that situation. They're headed straight for the quarterback.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The give is to Jones, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, with the last couple of plays for the offense not being good at all, my thought process as a coordinator, get the ball in the hands of my best player and see if I can salvage anything out of this drive.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage, they can often throw it over your head.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. And they'll run it here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with second and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. On second down, Taylor over the middle, complete. It's Payne, and he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They snap it at 1. Now it's Taylor. He's got Curse. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. The 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jermaine Curse, 81 yards. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this joint.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
They'll pitch it out to Jones. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. The give to Jones. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Reset. Red, green the line.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 39. And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, but the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
This will be taken in at the 1. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. 319. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. Throw to the right, taken in by Barrios. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Being chased out left. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. On 1st down, Watson. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. From the gun, here's Watson. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To the air yet again, Watson buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But
this
you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now, that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum, or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top, or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Bennett. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I wonder if they just kind of outguessed themselves a little bit trying to run it on 3rd down. Probably should have gone to the air to try and pick it up. Instead, the punting unit will have to run on the field.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On 3rd down, it's Bennett, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Watson operating from the gun. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. And they'll go with the ground attack here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. This time Taylor will throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And now they try the right side here. Oh, and they had it stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On second down, here's Taylor. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Back now in Houston, it's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The Broncos on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll run it here. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now second down. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's not going to push his way forward. He's going to be stopped at the 2-yard line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. On third down, it's Lindsey. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. Now the punter who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time? Hopefully with a chance to win.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz,
and Owen coughed it up, and the Texans say they have it. They do.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have, where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. Following the fumble recovery, Watson dancing to his left. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Rolling to his right. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
That was really well done right there. They almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice first down. Much more difficult play than maybe he made it look.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Watson, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And now running right through it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. In for the score. And the Texans get a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Broncos are going to get the football. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15. Now Taylor. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Antonio Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. 53 yards. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now the punter, who also does the kickoff duties, Locke Edwards, out to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Taylor going to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. Thomas the intended target. And it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. It's caught on the left side by Kurz. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there for the Broncos on 3rd. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Denver, the win moves them to 3-9 now on